everybody, I'm Latrina Patrick. Welcome to day 66 of our 90-day grant writing tutorial. Today I want to talk to you about the overall process of acquiring a grant. The actual writing of a proposal and grant seeking itself is really complex. To the novice, they think it's mostly about the writing of the proposal that's the key focus, and it's really not. That's actually about 15 to 20% of the process. The key is in finding something to write about or developing something to write about, and that's what we want to focus on today. So that something is usually what we refer to as a project, and a project is complete with the start, a finish, and the activities in between. So I want to talk to you today from that perspective and give you a few tips. Grant seeking begins with project design. Basically, you want to define the problem and then create a project to solve it. So in anything that you want to address, make sure that when you identify the problem, and we talked about this in my first couple of weeks of tutorials when we talked about writing the problem statement, you want to identify the problem, and then your program description or the program approach is going to be the solution to that problem. So that's what you're doing here. When you're defining the problem, you want to create a project that solves that problem. The next thing you want to do is to do your research on funding opportunities. And we've spoken about this in the last couple of days, but the bottom line is what you're trying to do is find that funder or that funding opportunity that is a great fit or great match for your program. You want to find a funder who wants to fund the type of program that you have. So that's a part of the process. And then the last thing that you want to do, or the next thing you want to do, I should say, is to develop your project. That's where the project development comes into play. So you want to take your idea and then flesh it out into an actually fully fundable program or project. So, it starts with the idea, but you got to work it out and see what it's going to take to develop that idea into a really fundable project. And then finally, the last thing, that's when the proposal comes in. So now that you have done all the work on the front end and you've actually developed the project to something that you can actually get funded, now the writing comes. And quite frankly, after you've done all of that advanced work, the writing is actually very easy now because you don't have to struggle. You know what you're doing, and you can support that your program is the solution to the problem that you have already identified. So that's just a quick look at the overall grant acquisition process. I hope you find this information helpful today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those for me here on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. That way you will get immediate notification whenever I upload a new video. And if you know anyone who you think might benefit from my tutorials, please share the link to my YouTube channel with them so that they can get this information as well. I want you to know that I also send out a weekly email update about what's coming up that week in the tutorial, so you can get a sneak peek and a look ahead of what's coming up that week. If you want to do that, go over to my website at www.greatervisionconsulting.com and subscribe to my email updates. While you're on my site, please check out my background, my experience, and most of all, the services that I offer, because I would love the opportunity to work with you and your organization. That's it for today. I look forward to coming back tomorrow with another great tutorial. Talk to you soon. Bye.